At Charlotte's Ultra Swim Grand Prix, it's mostly the sound that grab your attention, but something a little less noisy caught our eye. It was kind of hard to find. We had to look very closely. Right there, Braxton Clark and Will Higgins, doing nothing other than trying to catch someone else's attention.
Michael!
Their voices not quite loud enough to catch Michael's ear. Michael Phelps, that is.
Because he's like the best swimmer in the world, pretty much.
And he was only a few feet away, but as much as they know about him, it makes the distance disappear.
And he's broken like lots of records. He beat Mark Spitz in the world most decorated swimmer. He's a great butterflyer, and I don't know, he's just a famous guy. He's cool.
And when he's in the water, he becomes a teacher without words.
I'm trying to watch what he does whenever he swims because
They can help us.
Yeah.
The one thing that would help even more is an autograph to complete their collection.
We still need Michael Phelps and Rebecca Stoney and Natalie Coughlin.
How about one with Phelps' gold medal teammate and NC State alum, Cullen Jones?
I mean, it's really cool. I never think that I'd meet all these Olympians out here.
Never? What better time to erase that word from their minds? Because the memory of this day leaves room for nothing else. The roads in Charlotte can get a little rough. Not just on the wheels, but behind them.
Not a whole lot of patience.
Can be at times very bad. There's no doubt about it.
For people riding through the Queen City, many drivers can't, drive.
It's kind of like everybody thinks they're a NASCAR driver.
A lot of them driving real wild lately.
That list goes on for miles.
Cutting over 3 and 4 lanes.
They'll pull in and out of traffic.
Following somebody too closely.
And then they blow, and then they, give you a couple of little hand signals.
People trying to cut in at the last minute.
People cutting me off.
It's hard to think of anything worse.
People cutting you off.
That's the resume of an aggressive driver. Something as simple as a sudden break in speed can send some people into a fit, especially when their tank is full of rage.
If they've had a bad day, something in their life has gone wrong, they may not be thinking correctly, and they might want to take it out on people around them.
That's what happened this month. An issue that started on the road ended with gunfire. No one was killed, but in that case, the victim and suspect knew one another. A different situation could end worse. And here's what police recommend you should do. They say when you get behind the wheel, don't worry about what's going on either side of you. Just simply look forward, change lanes, or exit the highway altogether.
There are certain things that you can do where you are in the right technically, but if it's the case where it's going to annoy somebody and they're having a bad day, just go ahead and move over.
In the end, it's those little things, the slightest turn that can lead to danger.
If people would just breathe, just breathe.
Or the destination of safety. Derrick Rose, WBTV, on your side. As main streets go, they've got just about everything you'd need. As for the stores, every main street needs one like this.
It is special. A lot of people like to come to an old business now.
Sure, you can call D.E. Turner & Company Hardware an old business, but just how old?
Turner's Hardware, Jack speaking.
If Jack Moore were living when the store opened, he would have taken calls on this, where you only had to dial just 2 digits to reach him, way back in 1899. For 111 years, this store has been the answer for Mooresville's hardware questions.
And you said if you didn't have it, I didn't need it. No, you don't need it.
What Jack Moore does have is quite a bit, so much you'd think he'd need a computer to keep track. Nope.
No, I never had my hands on a computer.
That's because he is the computer.
A doorknob right there, skillet, 3rd row back here, hammer back here.
Every price on every item written by hand. It's been that way since the day he started at the age of 15.
It's the only job I ever had. Don't know how to do nothing else except hardware.
That's what makes him so valuable, not just to the business, but to the people that keep it running.
Well, they can come in here and get what they want and be gone in 5 minutes. If you go to a bigger store, it might take an hour to find a little item.
And the one item we wanted to find is the secret to a business that can survive 20 presidents, a depression, and a recession.
Very simple. Treat people like you want to be treated. That's it.
It's the oldest trick in the book that seems to never end.